Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, I'm shooting this a little bit before the close because we have our live earnings trading class today. But at this point, the S&P 500 is up about 0.6%. Still not quite new all-time highs. And if you look at the chart for the last week or so, I mean, it's climbing, but it's kind of, a little boring. Does that mean nothing's going on? There's actually a lot going on. I mentioned earnings, but I want to take a little bit of a deeper look and a little bit of a different look into just how certain stocks in the market are performing compared with the market itself. We can look at something here called the DSPX. That is the CBOE's dispersion index. Now, this is a little bit heady, but I'll make it really, really simple. Think about the VIX. The VIX is the implied volatility of the S&P 500 itself, that index, that one number. The DSPX is the dispersion of volatility, basically comparing the volatility of the VIX, the SPX, to the volatilities of individual stocks within that index. So when DSPX goes up, what that means is that it's a better time for people who are stock pickers, who pick individual stocks. When DSPX is down, there's less dispersion, and that means you might as well just buy shares of SPY. What's interesting is that there was a really massive move higher in the last month for DSPX. Now, some of that is just the seasonality that comes along with earnings. If we were to look at a 3-year chart of this, here we see October high, last earnings season, July high, earnings season before that, April high, although this was a special case, January high, November high. So there's a little bit of a seasonality to it as well, but this is more than just seasonality. So what does that mean? Well, it implies that there is kind of a bit of a rotation happening. A rotation means certain types of stocks are in favor, like the Mag 7, which have been providing about 35% of the S&P 500 returns, those 7 stocks. But a rotation means maybe it's a little bit less of them and more of the broad market. And we can take a look at SPY, and we can compare that to RSP. And it's kind of hard to tell because they kind of have the same shape, but this one just sort of moves less. I mean, one thing we can do, I guess, is we can go up here to studies, add quick study, and compare with, let's see, we'll just do a custom symbol, SPY. So SPY will be the line. We've looked at a chart of this once before. We see that the S&P, which you would expect to always outperform, has actually kind of gotten a little bit closer to the index itself during this period. In fact, might even be even easier to see if we just change these both to line charts. Yes, there we go. Again, the purple line is the SPY and the green and red line is the equal weighted S&P 500. They've really kind of converged a little bit here. Another thing we can actually look at is, in conjunction with both of these, the McClellan oscillator, which is basically just an oscillator that compares the advanced decline line It compares the 19-day moving average to the 39-day moving average of the advanced decline line itself. So basically what this means is because the McClellan oscillator is above zero, that means that we've been seeing more advancing stocks. They're all NYSE stocks, but that's another indicator of just breadth. All right. So a little bit less concentrated of the Mag 7 or other stocks, a little bit more dispersion, including many stocks instead of just a handful. So this is pretty interesting because what this really indicates is that this is a good time. Well, it indicates that this is a good time for stock pickers, but it also, and let's just go back to DSPX. DSPX, and now we can just look at this line here. Because it's had such a run up, this indicates going forward out the next 30 days. It's an annualized figure of the 30-day dispersion, just like VIX is for volatility. So this indicates that people believe that going forward, we're going to see even more of that breadth. We're going to see even more individual stocks participating so far in this up move. And so basically that just means if you have a knack for picking individual stocks, whether that's fundamentally or technically, this could be a time to focus more on that. I hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli. Trade smart.